Loka, Svargaloka, Mahaloka, Tapaloka, Brahmaloka, the seven upper planetary systems. So all the way from Brahmaloka, Brahma heard this big celebration. Aghasura is dead. He came down to see what was going on. And he came just in time to see the soul of the demon that was killed pop out of the top soft spot of his head, hover in the sky, and like Shishupal, he merged into the body of Krishna. Wow. And one more time, right after the demon was killed, time for lunch. So the scene of chapter 13, which is Brahma Vimohan Lila, Brahma saw the salvation of Aghasura, and he saw the power of Krishna to kill this 8-mile long demon. Now that's big. That's a big guy. So he was wondering, what's the limit? Is there a limit of the power that this little boy has? And so he tested his power. He made a mistake. verse that we ended with, and I made a request. I'll make a similar request of all of you because it's such an important verse. Do yourself a favor, not, homework and I'll give you a grade on your exam, but for your own benefit, the goal of life and the means to achieve it. Please understand what that verse is saying. It's Lord Brahma speaking to Krishna. Verse number 3, chapter 14. Here's verse number 4. Underscoring, he says the same thing. Bhakti is superior to Gyan. My dear Lord, devotional service unto you is the best path for self-realization. If someone gives up that path and engages in the cultivation of speculative knowledge, he will simply undergo a troublesome process and will not achieve the desired result. Now, some of you have a bit of an idea. I have a bit of an idea of agriculture in India. One of the seasons in India is the harvest season. After the rainy season, then the autumn season, harvest season, just like all over the world, harvest season. So when there are grains, there's a system for thrashing the grains. Here's what it looks like in India. There's these bamboo rods, and they take the hot wheat, the wheat still on the stalk, bundle them up, and smash them on the thrashing machine. And what happens is the grain falls through those holes in the thrashing machine, and what's left is just the chaff. So it's to separate the wheat from the chaff. That's the system. A person who beats an empty husk of wheat cannot get grain. One who simply speculates cannot achieve self-realization. He only gains trouble. You get blisters in your hands. If you want some blisters in your hands, you can do that. But otherwise, the purpose of the effort, the speculative effort, cannot approach Krishna. As with harvesting, so also with knowing the Supreme. And I'm sure you all know the verse in Bhagavad Gita. If you know the verse, you can say it with me. Vedaista Sayarvair Aham Eva Vejo Vedanta Krit Veda Vid Eva Chaham. Krishna says, the purpose of the Vedas is to know me. The Vedas are vast, not just Bhagavad Gita. The purpose of the vast Vedas has one purpose, to know Krishna. Vedaischa Sayarvair, all the Vedas, Aham Eva Vejo, is to know Krishna. Eva Vejo, know him. And then he goes on to say, I'm the compiler of the Vedas, and I know the Vedas as it is. So he's, as his expansion, Vyas, he compiled the Vedas. Shaktiveshavatar Vyas compiled the Vedas. So I compiled the Vedas. And I know the Vedas as they are. So he knows what the Vedas are, and the purpose of them is to know Krishna.